Hey guys, Caroline, career and leadership coach. And today I want to talk about something that came up last week with one of my clients. And that is, are you holding yourself back from stepping up in your career? And why this is so important is because the perception we often have of ourselves is not the perception people have of us. And it's so critical when you want to step up in your career that that is aligned, that you are aware on how you are perceived by your colleagues, by your boss, by your stakeholders, because that will determine if you can step up or if you are stuck in a rut. And as long as you are not aware of that, it doesn't matter where you are in the organization, because some people might say like, okay, I had enough, I'm not getting ahead in this organization, let's move companies. And that is all good and well, but if you are not aware of how people are perceiving you, you're going to have the same problem in the other company. And the reason I spoke about that with one of my clients is because that client is a senior manager, wants to step up to become a director, directly reporting into CEO. And the issue or the challenge that that person has is that he is perceived as a workhorse in the company. He is a doer. He meets all the deadlines. He is on the budget. He really gets things done. His team loves him. But when it comes down to a promotion, the directors of the company, the leaders of the company, they see him as the perfect person that can actually do the implementation, the practical stuff. And they are not aware of the strategic capabilities that he has, because he doesn't take himself away from that executional practical work to step up and be the leader that he needs to be. So he's blocking himself in his career. Another example that I have is last year I was working with a client, and she was worshipped by her team and her colleagues. They knew that if they worked on a project with her, it would be so much fun. It would be absolutely the amazing project. But again, she had this perception of being the fun person. Yes, she would get work done, but it was so much enjoyable to work with her. And again, the senior leaders of the company didn't see her as the next leadership potential. So it's about balancing that out. And the reason I want to highlight this is because we often look external. Reasons why we're not getting promoted, why we're underpaid, whatever happens, we often look external and we think like others should see what we bring to the table. But I like to challenge you and actually start with you. Become aware of what perception you give to others, what you stand for. Because first of all, it's all about understanding what you stand for so you can influence the way that you want to be perceived, and to make sure that is already aligned. In terms, if you want to step up, then okay, what are the characteristics that they want to see for me to get that promotion, for me to be considered for that next level role? And you work backwards from there, because otherwise you're going to just keep on banging your head against the brick wall, not ever getting the opportunity to really shine and reach your full potential. So that is my question today to you, is how are you being perceived in your organization, and what can you do to actually change that? And if you can't change that in your current situation, current organization, because sometimes you've been too long in your organization and you have a label and it's so hard to change that label. So you want to step out into another role and start with a clean slate, start somewhere fresh. But you have to make sure that you are using that opportunity when you step into a new organization to give the right perception, to understand what you stand for. If you want to find out more, there are a couple of ways that I can help you. First of all, I give a free masterclass. Pop the link in this video. It's called newhorizoncoaching.com.au. How _to-get-a-leadership-role. And it's all about the 5 simple, very simple steps that you can take to get more interviews, to stand out from the crowd, and definitely because it's a very competitive market, and land that next 6-figure leadership role, because it's so important that you really take this time and invest in your career, because that will determine the other 5, 10, 15 years that you have in your career, the direction that you're going to take. And if you want to take a step further and have a chat with me, book a call, newhorizoncoaching.com.au/call. Book a call, and in that call, the only thing that we will do is, first of all, establish where you are, what your struggles are, what your challenges are, and then we zoom out and we look where you want to be, how I can help you get there quicker, and I will show you exactly the strategies that we can actually implement to get you to where you want to be. And then if you decide at the end of the call, like, yeah, Caroline, you are my person, because a coaching relationship is quite intense. So I need to be the person that you want to work with, and you need to be a client that I want to work with. So if that aligns, then we can actually discuss how we can work together. But it's so important that you create your career by design rather than default. And what I mean by that is that you are intentional about the next steps that you take, because otherwise you're just like going from one job to another job to another job, and at the end you will miss the mark and never reach your full potential, because it's very unusual that all the stars align and that one job is as good as the next job. So you need to reflect and say, what do I want from a job, and make conscious choices and get information of the future opportunities that enable you to make an informed decision, rather than to just like, yeah, it sounds good, they pay more, let's go with that. So if you want to take control over your career, book in a call, and we can sort things out from there. So let me know in the comments, like, what do you think about perception and how you position yourself in the market, in your current company, because this will really amplify your career in the right direction. All right, let me know if you want to hear anything else, and I will definitely make a live about that also. Thank you. See ya. Bye.